MotorWeek is made possible by TireRack.com, RockAuto.com, and State Farm.
This time we're joined by Michael Smith from the National Alternative Fuels Training Consortium from West Virginia University. Michael, welcome to Goss's Garage.
Thank you, Pat.
All right, what in the world do we have here?
This is a training tool that our organization developed to help educate the public, technicians, and first and second responders about the differences on electric vehicles. This is a Toyota Prius that we've cut the body away so that all those components are visible.
Okay. We see the battery. What do we need to know about it?
Well, the batteries, there's two different battery configurations out there in electric vehicles. For a hybrid vehicle, a smaller battery capacity, this is what you would see. And these are generally air-cooled, where a larger battery in, say, a Tesla or a Chevrolet Bolt has greater capacity, greater heat that it produces, and therefore those are liquid-cooled.
All right. And we'll talk more about liquid and so on in a minute. Specialized tools.
Yes, it's an industry standard that technicians, when they're working with the high voltage system, wear high voltage gloves. And that's, again, to protect them from any possible shock. And a second level of protection can also be with high voltage tools, which are tools that are wrapped in an insulating material to, again, put another layer of protection in.
All right, and one thing, of course, is the main disconnect.
Yes, anytime a technician is working on a vehicle, they need to understand there are two separate electric systems, the traditional 12 volt, and there's also the high voltage system. Everything that carries high voltage inside this car is labeled orange. That's an industry standard. And the technician can isolate that voltage into just the battery by removing what's called the service disconnect. All electric vehicles have those.
Okay, let's go up front and take a look at the cooling systems on this car. It has two of them. We need to know about the two systems.
Sure. Electric vehicles can have multiple cooling systems depending on how it's configured. The Prius has two, one for the internal combustion engine and one for what's called the inverter unit. All electric vehicles have this because the motors are generally always AC, the batteries, of course, are DC, and you need to invert that electricity as it moves back and forth between the battery and the electric motor generator.
And both of these systems need proper maintenance.
They do. There's a misconception out there that electric vehicles don't require as much maintenance as a conventional vehicle, and it's pretty far from the truth in that a hybrid vehicle has all the same systems that your conventional vehicle has because it has an internal combustion engine, it has a gasoline fuel tank, but it also has the electric system, which also requires maintenance. Now, a pure electric, such as a Tesla or a Chevrolet Bolt, don't have, of course, those systems. But, of course, you need to do tire rotations, brake maintenance, and other things, maintenance for electric vehicles.
All right. Now, what are the most important things as far as consumers are concerned? Education.
Most consumers don't understand what the different types of electric vehicles mean to them. A hybrid vehicle can be driven just like your regular car. You drive long distances, you have gasoline to power the vehicle, and you're not going to require long-term charging, where an electric vehicle will be a logical choice for someone who maybe lives in an urban area, doesn't drive a lot of long distances, but they're looking to take advantage of those lower cost of ownerships that electric vehicles tend to have.
All right, so do your research first.
Absolutely.
Michael, thank you. And if you have a question or comment, drop me a line right here at MotorWeek.